Children reading below grade level is not acceptable. Children falling in the myth that low-income students cannot achieve is unacceptable. University prep can change the community, the states, and possibly one day the world. Having university prep a part of the Northeast community can change many generations. Remember when you were in elementary? Were you ever informed about college in your school or in your household? Personally, I was never taught about college or the idea of going to college or how to come about all the process it takes. And I got started with the idea of going to college my junior year of high school. Now as a senior, I still have only visited one college campus, while kids and students who go to university prep will have seen 12 college campuses by the end of their 5th grade year. Families and students who will attend university prep will be 100% sure that their kid will be college bound by the time they end 5th grade. Now I want to end by asking, do you know what is acceptable? Students that will be informed and ready for college is acceptable. Children challenging the future and inner cities, communities, and families being ready is acceptable. University prep, having kids start on college track from kindergarten is acceptable.
I come to you with a difficult question. Why don't all students graduate? I think it's because some students don't feel supported and don't think they can graduate. Also, some students just haven't developed appropriate grade level skills. What we need to do is either catch our students up, or better yet, teach them better in their first year of school. When it comes to teaching the youth in elementary school, university prep is our best answer. University prep will have teachers dedicated to keeping all students on grade level. The mission of university prep is to build a foundation of skills, knowledge, and character to prepare students for college. In preparing students for college, we put them on route to graduate high school. This is a great idea because it kills two birds with one stone. It helps students stay on point and prepares them for college, starting in kindergarten. University prep will take students to visit colleges 2 times a year, every year. By 5th grade, students will have been to up to 12 colleges, which is excellent because students will see where they're going and it will be a reality. University prep is an extremely better start in education considering they focus on the fundamental academics, math, writing, and most importantly, reading. On average in DPS, only 51% of 3rd graders read on grade level. That leads to a 53% graduation rate. If we can get our students to read 100% on grade level in 3rd grade, we can greatly increase our chance to have 100% of our students graduate. Also, university prep wants to involve the family more, which is another great idea. Think about this. On the 3rd grade CSAT from the years 2008 to 2010, Douglas County averages about 83% who score proficient in advanced, compared to 50% for DPS. Why? One reason is because Douglas County is a heavily family-involved community where parents participate with the students in and outside of school. In Northeast Denver, many families just send their young off to school and barely get involved, and I believe that's where students lose interest and fall behind. I think family is a major factor in children's education because the most influential people in a child's life is the family and the parents. The reason I support university prep is because I want our young students to succeed, and I know all these students have unlocked potential, and university prep is an excellent school to assist in unlocking this potential.
I would like to start us off by asking a simple question. When you look at our youth, what future do you see for each one of them? As a child, I thought I was the best student in class because I would hear how my teachers would always comment on how an outstanding student I was. But now that I'm in high school, I think about it and I ask myself, how come they never talked about how I performed academically? Every year was the same from every teacher until I reached high school. It was as if someone had taken off this blindfold I had on for these past 10 years. My biggest struggle in elementary school and middle school was being able to add, subtract, divide, and multiply fractions. And because I couldn't perform this basic skill, I hated math. I began to fall behind. Fortunately, thanks to the teachers at Brushana, they helped me catch up in math. University prep is what we call at Project Voice a BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. To prepare each student in DPS at such a young stage for college is a bold risk. I envy those students that will be walking through the doors of university prep in the fall of 2011. By the end of 5th grade year, the students at UPrep will have visited 12 college campuses. I can picture myself already, a senior, and still have only visited 3 college campuses, while my nieces and my nephews have visited 12 college campuses at the age of 10. This goal holds a promising future for the kids in the Northeast area and will bring many blessings to their families and to their community. We now see that only about half of our students at DPS are graduating high school. With UPrep in our district, we would be keeping our promise to prepare our students to go to college and help those talented students come back to this community and help build stronger neighborhoods. When you look at our youth, what future do you see for each one of them? I see them graduating from UPrep, going to middle and high school, and graduating college successfully as wonderful people that came from Northeast Denver, and that will soon raise the other youth in this community to the top.
My name is Ronnie Lovato, and I will be attending my junior year at Manual High School this fall. My academic experience at Manual didn't start well. After my freshman year, I was held back. At the time, I wasn't worried about my future because I didn't care about what was going to happen. I didn't have a vision for where I was going. In my first year at Manual, I didn't take advantage of the opportunities in front of me or even allow the messages from my teachers to sink in. The staff at Manual, including Mr. Singer, who was my advisor for 2 consecutive years, kept pushing the vision of college in my future. And it wasn't until I found out I was being held back here that I started to get serious and take my teacher's advice. No one at the school ever gave up on me. They continued to support me and push me in the right direction. Now I find myself in a much different place. I am doing things that will help me get to college. I'm on the debate team and I'm looking at colleges. I recently visited UNC in Greeley for a 4-day trip and it was fantastic. As a result of the caring, always optimistic teachers at Manual, I can now proudly say that I am college bound. The reason I am here addressing you today is to inform you of the possibilities that university prep could offer children and families in our community. I wish I would have known about the things that colleges had to offer and why you need to focus on your education. I wish that someone had shared a college-bound vision for my future at a much younger age. University prep wants every child to go to college no matter what background they come from. They could grow up in the worst of poverty and the school would find a solution to get them the resources they need to make it in this world. Children at university prep will be offered the chance to look at colleges well before they make it to middle school. This will open them up to more programs and opportunities that will have them be college-bound at a much younger age. Not only does the exposure affect the children the school serves, but the families as well. University prep could have helped my parents understand the possibilities out there for me and the future ahead. Maybe we could have started looking at colleges together and started to think about a plan to get there. I'm excited about where I am today. A successful student at Manual High School focused on the future that includes college. A school like University Prep would have made a tremendous difference in my life, and I hope that you will strongly consider approving it so we can make a tremendous difference in the lives of other children in our community who don't need to struggle the way I did. Thank you.